Hello students, this is the continuation of yesterday's lecture. So yesterday we have discussed scales of temperature. Scales of temperature, we have got a relation, that is C by 5 is equal to F minus 32 by 9 is equal to K minus 273.15 by 5 is equal to RA minus 492 by 9 is equal to R by 4. This relation yesterday we got, relation between different scales, and when there is a change in temperature, the relation is written as delta C by 5 is equal to delta F by 9 is equal to delta K by 5 is equal to delta RA by 9 is equal to delta R by 4. This is the relation which we have derived yesterday. So now we are going to discuss thermometers. So yesterday I said already, in the thermometer, to measure the temperature we need a thermometer. On the thermometer, for example, this is the mercury thermometer. So that in this thermometer we will take mercury. So when the temperature is increased, the level of mercury column also increases. So means the mercury will expand. So based on the expansion of mercury, suppose the mercury expands like this. So based on the expansion of mercury, so here there is a scale, and using this scale we will say, or we will measure the temperature. For example, if this is, we have used a Celsius scale, so that it is suppose 0 and it is 100, and we have some 100 divisions, such that if a mercury is expanded by 1 division is nothing but there is a temperature of 1 degree Celsius. If the change in level of mercury column is 1 division, so we can say there is a change in temperature of 1 degree Celsius, like this. But here we take not only mercury, so we have different type of thermometers, but the basic principle is to measure the temperature using the thermometer is, we'll write T is equal to xt minus x0 by x100 minus x0 into 100 degree Celsius. This is the standard formula to measure the temperature using thermometer. So what is this xt, x0, x100 and x0? For example, here we have taken mercury. So this x0 is the level of mercury column at 0 degree Celsius. So generally this x0 is not only the level of mercury column, we will take a different type of parameters which are depends on temperature. For example, whenever we have taken a liquid in a thermometer, the liquids will expand, so that the expansion, matlab volume of a liquid we will consider. And when we have taken a gas, so there will be a change in volume and change in pressure corresponding to the temperature, so that in place of x we can take pressure or volume. So we have the electrical resistance thermometer also. So here in this thermometer there will be a change in resistance with respect to temperature, so that we can take a resistance of electrical conductor, so that this x0 is the parameter at 0 degree Celsius. You can say the length of mercury column at 0 degree Celsius. And whenever the temperature is increased to 100 degrees Celsius, the length of mercury column at 100 degrees Celsius or any parameter. Suppose at one particular temperature, the length of mercury column or any other parameter is xt. So this is at T degrees Celsius, so that this T can be measured using this formula. So we can say this is the general formula for measuring the temperature using thermometer. So here we are having a different type of thermometers, generally called as liquid thermometers, gas thermometers, electrical resistance thermometer, vapor pressure thermometer, thermoelectric thermometers and pyrometers. So these all thermometers are based on the principle of that in each thermometer there will be one parameter which linearly depends on temperature. Means as temperature increases, the parameter also increases. For example, in liquid thermometers, the liquid thermometers works on the principle of expansion of liquids. Expansion of liquids, nothing but as temperature increases, the liquid will expand. Matlab the volume of liquid increases. When the temperature decreases, the volume of the liquid also decreases. Similarly, in case of gas thermometers, this is works on the principle of expansion of gases. The thermoelectric thermometers works on the principle of variation of thermo EMF. Variation of thermo EMF, especially we can say Seebeck effect. We can say Seebeck effect. And the thermoelectric thermometers are based on variation or change in resistance, change in electrical resistance with respect to temperature. As we know, the resistance of metal conductor increases with increase in temperature and decreases with decrease in temperature. And this vapor pressure thermometers, we know that the normal pressure is different and vapor pressure is different, so that as temperature changes, the vapor pressure also changes. So based on the change in vapor pressure, this vapor pressure thermometer works. And finally, pyrometers. These pyrometers are used to measure high temperatures. We can say above 3000 Kelvin, like the temperatures of sun or planets. So how it will work? It will work that whenever the body is having high temperature, they will emit some heat radiation. So by measuring the heat radiation coming from the source or planet, by measuring the heat radiation coming from the planet, so we can measure the temperature of a body using pyrometers. These are the different thermometers to measure the temperatures. The next we'll see using different thermometers, nothing but liquid, gas. What are the parameter we'll consider to measure the temperature, and what are the ranges of thermometer, and what are the particular or special use of the different thermometers, we will discuss. So as I said, we have different types of thermometers. In that, first one is liquid thermometer. Means in a glass container, if you take a liquid and if the temperature of the liquid increases, its volume increases. But generally in a thermometer, we will take a cylindrical one. So if a container is a cylindrical, its area is constant, so that instead of volume we take length of mercury column, or we can say length of liquid column. So that the formula will be T is equal to LT minus L0 by L100 minus L0 into 100 degree Celsius. So here L0 is the length of mercury column at 0 degree Celsius, and L100 is the length of mercury column at 100 degrees Celsius, and LT is the length of mercury column at given temperature, that is T degree Celsius. So using this liquid thermometer, generally in liquid thermometers we use mercury, and using this mercury thermometer we can measure the temperature from minus 39 degrees Celsius to 450 degrees Celsius, because the melting point of mercury is minus 38.8 degrees Celsius. So, but it can be used up to 500 degrees Celsius by filling the nitrogen gas at high pressure above the mercury column. By filling the nitrogen gas at high pressure above the mercury column, the same thermometer can be used to measure up to 500 degrees Celsius. But to measure the lower temperatures below minus 39, so we can use the alcohol, and using the alcohol we can measure the temperature up to minus 112 degree Celsius. And if we want to measure the less low temperatures down to 200 degrees Celsius, we have to use the liquid pentane. By taking liquid pentane in a glass tube, we can measure down to 200 degrees Celsius. So this is the liquid thermometers. So now next one is we have gas thermometers. In gas thermometers we have two types of thermometers. One is constant volume gas thermometer and another one is constant pressure gas thermometer. First we see constant volume gas thermometer. So in a constant volume gas thermometers, volume is constant, means in a container in which the volume is constant, if there is a change in temperature, its pressure changes. According to the change in pressure, we will measure the temperature. So that the formula will be Pt minus P0 by P100 minus P0 into 100 degree Celsius. As I said here, P0 is the pressure of a gas at 0 degrees Celsius, P100 is the pressure of gas at 100 degrees Celsius, and this is pressure at given temperature. Generally in constant volume gas thermometer we use hydrogen. Using the hydrogen we can measure up the temperature from minus 200 to 500 degrees Celsius. But if you want to measure the temperatures below minus 200 degrees Celsius, we have to use the helium gas. The next we'll see the next one is constant pressure gas thermometer. So in a constant pressure gas thermometer, the temperature is measured as pressure is constant, so volume will be changes, so that T is equal to Vt minus V0 by V100 minus V0 into 100 degree Celsius. So here we can measure the temperature up to 600 degree Celsius. But as Cv is less than Cp, molar specific heat at constant volume is less than molar specific heat at constant pressure. So if we have two thermometers, constant pressure gas thermometer and constant volume gas thermometer, so it is better to use a constant volume gas thermometer because Cv is less than Cp and the expansion is more for a small amount of heat. The next one is resistance thermometer. So generally the platinum wire is used for this thermometer, and when temperature increases, the resistance of platinum wire changes according to the relation. This T is equal to RT minus R0 by R100 minus R0 into 100 degree Celsius. The range of resistance thermometer is minus 272 degrees Celsius to 1200 degree Celsius. The next thermometer we have thermocouple thermometer. So it is based on a variation in thermo EMF. Generally this gives the Seebeck effect. So this thermometer is based on variation in thermo EMF and it works on the principle of Seebeck effect. The range is minus 250 to 1150 degrees Celsius. And this is the next one is radiation pyrometer. So generally it is used to measure high temperatures like sun and planets. It is works on the principle of the radiation emitted by the planet which is measured